Hi, we're going to go ahead and do a small yoga section. I'll go ahead and share a topic of what I've been thinking about, and then we'll go ahead and transition from the talk into some yoga poses, and then finally into our resting pose. So go ahead and find a comfortable place for you to start. I will start off seated. You could either be on the ground or on a chair. For the yoga poses later on, it might be helpful to have some pillows or some blocks, and we will do them laying down, but if it's best for you to do them seated on a chair, feel free to find a comfortable space for you. So the topic that I would like to share with is simplicity. And as I thought on this topic, I really, as adults, there's so many challenges that we face. And I have two kids. I have a teenager and a 5-year-old. And for sometimes certain things that I'm going through, I can't really have those conversations with my kids of what is happening. And especially for my little one, I tend to want to say, oh, well, it's an adult conversation, so you just won't know. But in reality, everything that we deal with, we make it complicated. Choices are pretty simple and straightforward. In anything that you do, you have the choice to do this or to do this, and it's not necessarily this is right and this is wrong. There's some goodness and some badness in everything that we do, and everything sort of has its own choice and worth and cost associated with whatever choice we make. So my thoughts on simplicity is that it is really simple, and we can make it simple, and we can choose to be at peace with the decisions that we make, or we can choose to be at conflict with the decisions that we make, and then that kind of spirals into its own. And so with that, I invite you to soften your gaze. If you'd like to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes, and just really reflect on a choice that you've made, if you like, and try and remove all of the complexity from it that you might have added, or others who are involved in this might have added. And so this now makes it feel so heavy and too much for you to carry. And see if you can peel away some layers of it and make it to where you can carry it, or where you can see it, or where you can impact it, or you can influence it. Go ahead and inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, feel free to add sound to it, and just imagine that you're peeling that away, and now it is a sense of relief. Maybe bring our shoulders up as we inhale. And again, continue visualizing that lift away of any kind of release. And as you exhale, really bring some motion from your body. Go ahead and breathe in one last time. Really see if you can peel away any final thing to really get some clarity and really make it a simple thing. Go ahead and slowly bring awareness to you right before you open your eyes. And take a look around the room that you're in, the space that you occupy. We'll go ahead and transition to the floor. I have my mat here with me and this little rug that I like for extra cushion. So for our yoga poses, have your legs extended out in front of you and just bring some movement into this before we get into any pose. Feel the sensation of you touching your legs. Maybe you need to touch your arms, touch your back. Just feel the sensation and how touch impacts you and what reaction you get from you rubbing your legs. And we want to make sure we're seated nice and even on our sit bones. If you need additional cushion under you, a pillow, blanket, or maybe a block, feel free to grab that. You really want to be comfortable. And then the next inhale, we'll go ahead and lengthen our upper body. Maybe raise our arms up. Maybe they're bent, maybe they're straight up. And with an exhale, we're a forward fold. Maybe our hands are on our knees or on our shins, or maybe closer to our feet. Wherever we are is exactly where we need to be. Remember to be kind to yourself. And just breathe. With each inhale and exhale, you can choose to deepen into this pose. You can choose to come a little bit out and then sink more into it. Or you can choose to extend more to one side, really giving one side a really good stretch, returning to the middle, and then stretching the opposite side. Feel free to do what is calling to you at this particular moment. We'll go ahead and continue this for 4 more breaths. And if you feel like you've reached whatever you needed to from this shape, feel free to exit whenever is right for you. When you're ready, go ahead and start climbing on your leg back towards upward. And we'll go ahead and transition to tabletop. Our next pose is called Melting Heart. And we're going to bring our upper body as close as we can to the ground. If it's too challenging of a pose, because our butt is still upright, you can choose to do child's pose instead. So do whatever feels comfortable for your body. And when you're ready, go ahead and start at tabletop neutral, so your back is flat. And then slowly come on down to the ground. Maybe you're just on your elbows. And then slowly, when you're ready, inching and inching until you are in the space that is good for you. If being all the way down is too much, remember you can come out of it whenever your body is called to, and you can just be either on your elbows or you can fully extend into child's pose. And then we'll go ahead and rise back up and transition to our back. So this pose is butterfly, and gently lay down. You can have something underneath your head if that feels more comfortable to you. I recommend some blocks or some pillows. And as you bring the soles of your feet together, you begin to open your legs in the shape of a butterfly. Adjust the blocks to whatever height you need them to assist you in this pose. And just feel the sensation in your body. The soles of your feet making the connection. If you like to also make a connection with your upper body, you can bring your elbows, grab your elbows with your hands. If that is too much, you can just do your hands touching, or maybe your hands touching on your lower side. You can go ahead and slight bend to one side and really give one side some attention. And breathe. Feel your air, fill your insides, and release. On your next next inhale, come back to center. And if you'd like to experience this on the opposite side, feel free to do so. Come back to center. Release your elbows. Release your hands. Release the soles of your feet together. Release your props. And just feel your body after this shape. And really do any final movement that you need to do before we transition into Shavasana. If you'd like to grab any eye pillows or blankets, feel free to do so now. And as we begin to settle our body and settle our mind, I ask that you reflect back on our topic of simplicity. I'd like to read a poem to you as you lie down and rest. Simplicity. Simple you may think, simple it may be. Ordinary moments hold more than one can see. A husband's touch, I'm loved. A mother's kiss, I'm safe. A child's laugh, there's wonder. A listening ear, someone cares. We make things so complicated when there really is no need. Simplicity, simplicity, your calling, I will heed. And this is from A God's Colored Girl in a Gray World, from Stacy Lyles. And as you take your final breaths in this resting pose, maybe you reflect back to that one decision and peel away some of its layers. Maybe you're able to be at peace with it or let it go. I invite you to begin to bring awareness to your body in this space, in this shape. Wiggle your hands and feet. Slowly transition to one side. Start bringing awareness to your eyes and open them. See this room, see your space. And slowly, when you're ready, begin to sit up. Feel free to open your eyes if you have not already done so. And thank you for taking the time to experience this with me. Go ahead, and it's welcome to you to bring your hands to heart center. And remember that we can control and make things as complex or as simple as we choose them to. And we hold the abilities to influence and change whatever we truly would like to accomplish. So may you find some truth and some peace on your journey. Thank you.